NFC South. It's the Saints and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
Inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. They'll drop to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 45. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
2nd and 11. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's go now. Ready.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them when the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. In danger of squandering their great field position. conversion as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the intercept. Terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Hunt will try going up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there.
Now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out.
Okay, now in reality,
is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly
and then he
right.
goes backwards and then goes forward again, and then where he's tackled is where the ball is. Not just where he stopped. It's where the whistle is blown. So in reality, even if I don't get this, I would win this challenge.
After review of the play,
so not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Penny. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fair catch. At the 25-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have more bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive the gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The inside handoff. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. The Saints coming out now to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers about ready to take over. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Second and 1. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Laviska Chenault, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Chenault that capped it all off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. They have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin with a good one up in East Rutherford. Dallas paying a visit to the New York Jets. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Michael Gallup, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Lions trying to hold on and claim victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Chris Olave, 40 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, they can make this a great possession game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
35 yards that time on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Saints.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense... feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, Field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw here. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Looking to throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Connection made with Chenault.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. A give right side now to Hunt. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jalen Phillips getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. So he missed his 1st attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good for the Saints. 1st down. him back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he stopped immediately there. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. This is Hunt on the draw play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw here. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 33. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now back to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, You're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. This one taken in by Olave. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So now the Panthers down by 10. A little over 80 ticks to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for New Orleans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.